Let's get one of those down. I mean, I could just run power lines, but parks are prettier than power lines. There, I've said it. I know it's a controversial opinion, but it's true, you guys. This is actually in a wrong spot. We're going to do one of those. Because it's blocking where I might want to run a little road above the rail. Like so. And maybe another one over here. There we are. And we can hopefully fit a 6-lane that goes over here. No. Probably one over here, although it's already a relatively busy intersection. I can bulldoze this bit, though. Which now that's not an intersection at all. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt us too much to sort of do one of these. And then... I don't want a grid based off of this. I want to have an existing grid. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the tree line thing to sort of stretch out a nice 90-degree square over here. And then we can take our 6-lane road, bulldoze a little, and just put a nice little angle in here. We could use an actual curved road. That might be nice. I like curves. Hashtag real roads have curves. There we are. Something like that. I like that. Alright, let's go and build another one. As I pointed out before, we are not necessarily working on an attractive city here. If you do want to see a pretty city, I definitely recommend you check out A Kiss for Luck, twitch.tv/A Kiss for Luck. She makes very pretty stuff. In fact, her motto is, build it beautiful. Now, partially it's because I have no proper sense of the aesthetic, and partially it's because, whoa! We were going mostly grid-like to try to pack in as much stuff as tightly as possible. Curves don't let you fit in quite as many things. Hey, Jeffrey Paul, I will have some Timmies on you. Timmies, for those of you who don't know, is shorthand for Tim Hortons. It's a brand of Canadian sort of coffee and donut shops that is sort of very prevalent in the sort of Canadian identity. They've done a very good job of marketing themselves as, like, you know, as pure Canadiana, for example. They're not ubiquitous across all of Canada. They're not as popular on the West Coast, for example, as on, you know, everything like central to eastern Canada. But they're relatively popular. They also have expanded into the U.S. They're not, you know, they're not especially good or anything like that. They're just everywhere. I mean, they're not bad. There's nothing wrong with them. But it's just the fact that they're like literally, you know, every other block in a city tends to have them, and they're all along the highway. So, Timmy's. Yeah, Captain Keeks, Tim's is everywhere, every fucking where in Michigan. Yeah, there's a few states that they've really expanded into, and it's really weird going there and seeing it because, again, in Canada they've positioned themselves as like, we are super Canada and Canadian and all this. I mean, literally the name Tim Hortons, like Tim Horton was a hockey player. Like, I believe he started the business. So, you know, you've got that. So it's funny going to the States where, like, their marketing have got to be completely different. They're not going to base themselves being on, like, patriotic Canadians, go and have your Tim Hortons in Michigan. And, I mean, they're just a company, right? So who cares? They don't really, you know, it's part of their marketing to do it. I'm not going to say that the people who run the company, you know, in Canada aren't, you know, happy about being Canadian or anything like that. But it is just a brand identity. So it's really funny when you consider their expansion over there. I think I want to provide a little bit of extra traffic access over here. I think I do. I think I want to pull back on that road like that and just bridge over here and there and into there. A couple intersections nearby, but there's not much traffic that comes in this direction, so I think we're going to be okay. Population continues to grow. Income is pretty decent. Mostly I want more residential. I wouldn't mind putting in a little bit more industrial over here, though. Again, keep those goods flowing as much as possible. Something like that. We're gonna... I do want to put in a strip of industrial or commercial. I may not want it now. Let's wait until the actual commercial demand increases. It does mean these people over here... What do you mean, these people? Will travel a little bit more, a little further to supply their commercial needs. I don't know. We'll go ahead and put in a block of some low-density commercial in the middle, like that. And we're just going to keep going with low-density stuff for now. We can replace it with higher density later on. It's just lower bar to entry. Drazion, dev question, do you plan to do any Unity 4.6 UI videos in your Creates channel? Yeah, I do want to do some proper UI stuff at some point. So, for those of you who don't know, well, first of all, if you're only watching me on Twitch, you should know that I'm primarily actually a YouTuber at youtube.com/quill18. And actually, I have a second YouTube channel, which is what Drazion is asking about, which is youtube.com/quill18creates, which is I do computer programming tutorials, specifically game programming tutorials, and primarily, or so far exclusively, for Unity 3D, which is like a game engine. How's our power situation? Oh yeah, of course, we have unlimited power because of one of the things we built. And yeah, so I do want to do that. There's actually going to start to be a lot more content on that channel relatively soon. So stay tuned for that, which probably means pulling back a little on Quill 18, the main Quill 18 channel, but not that much. Anyway, how's the chat coming over here? Please fix the green screen. Oh, look at that. Gotta just bring the camera down just a little. There we go. My God, I can't believe you guys had to suffer through that for so long. I'm so sorry. Let's go and put in a little bit more garbage collection over here, which shouldn't interfere with anything there. And then, yeah, we'll make sure to get maybe another full-on hospital over here. Might be a little overkill-y, because we do have coverage from down here. I mean, we need to... We know we don't want to get another zombie invasion. Screw it. Let's get another actual hospital. And then, oh, there's not actually any fire coverage over here. If I do something like this, does it reach? It does. There's actually a little bit of a dead spot over there, too. If I bring it up a little further to the north, that might help bring things over. And then some police coverage. It's not quite as dire. We'll do one of those. And get down some nice big parks. And we've already got a little bit of power connection, which is nice. Put a little plaza right over there. Okay. And then we wait. If you build it, they will come. Well, please enable big business benefactors doubles your income. Well, I mean, it might. I mean, it might bring in more high-density commercial. Doubles their sales. I guess that might double their taxes? I wonder if that's true. All right, we're making 10K right now. Let's put that in for now. Wow. Nope. Okay. It really does increase the income right away. I'm worried that it's going to need more goods. Hello, Demar Jaco. Thanks for the sub. Wow, does it ever bring in more money? It probably requires more goods. But right now, we're actually good on goods. What are you complaining about here, Mr. Building? Not enough customers. Interesting. We're gonna keep an eye on things. If they do need more goods, but holy crap. Now, all of a sudden, we're making over 100K. What the hell? Alright, I figured it would just make them happier. I didn't realize it would actually double our tax income from those places. Alright, that is OP. I mean, unless, you know, it really, really stresses our goods producing infrastructure. But holy crap, that is insane. We don't have the education boost. No, that's going to be okay. And yeah, I could disable the Large Hadron Collider to have a little bit more fine-grained education. And maybe I should. You know what? We'd put our universities back on at that point. We might actually have more fun, more challenge in other ways. Plus a more normalized education spread. So it's right over here. This is the thing, if we check our education tables, we've got a capacity of 1 million because of this bad boy. Hello, Canoe John. Thank you very much for subscribing. Let's try turning it off. Whoa! Everyone's going to be pretty pissed. Alright. So, now people will complain about school coverage. So they're still going to be super highly educated for now. We could leave some uneducated bits. Maybe what we'll do is we'll supply some basic education in this area. We could leave it off over here. And they can just provide some uneducated workers for a few different areas. We'll definitely want to get them onto the metro grid. We won't put a high school up here. So, I mean, it'll be a lower value kind of area. But it might be a good idea to keep that sort of stuff going on. Could happen. Skondor, get drunk, you star, 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 star. Well, we're not going to do that now. It's too early in the morning. Also, I've actually been sick for 2 days. So, I mean, that's not the reason I didn't live stream for 2 days, but as it worked out, I wouldn't have been able to live stream regardless the last 2 days because I have actually been relatively ill. I have bounced back. I am in good shape now. Everything is good, but, yeah, so I don't think there's going to be any sort of celebration there. Captain Matt, thanks for the sub. So, let's go and get some metro down here, because we are going to want these people to be able to get around our town and go to work in these different areas. Same thing over here. And let's put a subway stop right over there. Get all this going on. Should call it the metro, since it's a relatively Eurocentric game. I mean, I think only North American Anglo cities refer to it as a subway. Because in the UK, in the UK, you call it the tube, right? Now, I don't know, maybe that's just the colloquial term. Maybe it's actually referred to as the subway in, you know, more officially. But most places, it's the metro. Even in Montreal, which is in North America, but is obviously relatively French-speaking, I think it's le métro. So let's get a loop here. A loopy-loop. And over here, doesn't make much sense to have an internal loop here. But we could have something that goes maybe here, 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 and then back. And then from, say, here, here, here. I don't think I'm making our line. Create a new line. There we go. To there, and back. Ah, the U-Bahn in Germany, of course. You have the S-Bahn and the U-Bahn, right? S-Bahn is your surface trains. U-Bahn is the underground trains. All right, get that all wired up. Can you zone districts for every suburb for us? Yeah, I think it's a good time to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. We can name the districts after people. So we'll have something over here. We haven't done districts in a while, and it is one of my favorite parts in the game. Even if we don't use it for gameplay reasons, I just love having named neighborhoods. So this obviously looks like a district here. What's going on? Too few services. Really? And here as well. Are you complaining about the lack of schools? I bet you they're complaining about the lack of schools. What are you zoned as? Office. I'm surprised they're look at all this over here. I didn't realize offices complained about lack of being reached by schools, because they have all the actual city services. Garbage, health, fire, police. They're green, so they're being accessed by all those things, but they're not being touched by schools. Oh, you know what we don't have? We don't have a university anymore. Because they're all turned off. Master Wolf, thanks for the sub. We're going to turn the universities back on. So by turning off the Large Hadron Collider, we have to, like, consider different parts of the game again. Now, we still have, like, a ridiculous number of universities because we had to reach 7 to unlock some stuff. On the other hand, we have enough population that 7 universities may actually be called for. But I'm worried that half our city is going to disappear here in a second if we don't, if we leave the Hadron Collider turned off. Oops, that's turned on. Hello, Caldosa. Thanks for the sub. So that's turned off. I think... Oh, there we go. There we go. All the universities should be back on. I don't think I ever turned off the high schools or the primary schools. Cyber9! Thanks for the sub. So let's see if that maybe satisfies these things. I'm worried we're going to have a big, like... a big exodus from the city. Now, is that actually what they're... Like, it doesn't say what services they are. Superb strategy aims. Nice. Doesn't say what services they're looking for. But again, they have garbage coverage, health, fire, police. And they do have primary school, high school, and university. You have lots of water, lots of electricity. Oh, there we go. This one's improving. Because this had the pop-up a second ago, didn't it? And there, so did this. Okay, good. They are considering their services to be reached once more. So the more the question is over in this area of town, because I never really developed as many services over here. So, for example, we don't have a primary, secondary, or university on this end of town. And these are high-end residences. We definitely want to keep this place relatively educatish. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of that going on. And a university, or a high school over here. And I think we want a university in this end of town as well. At the very least, to satisfy the desires of the offices. Something like that. Now, it does cover this area that I was talking about leaving semi-uneducated, but they don't actually have access to a elementary or high school, so they're not going to be able to go up to university anyway. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens. But the population is still going up. Money's very good, as it turns out. Assuming that our commercial areas don't run out of goods, we should be alright. There we go, that's going away. A bit of a complaint about land value, which should pop back soon. The land value may have dropped because of the lack of schoolings. Do you have a park nearby? You actually don't have a park nearby. Let's give you a little plaza. See if that helps. Tipsy Engineer! Yeah! If you guys don't know, I'm gonna actually get rid of these places complaining about land value, so I don't bring everyone else down. And yeah, you're still complaining about services. I wonder if they really want a university. Hello. There we are. That might help. On the Reddit for City Skyline, like on every subreddit, they can post how many people are subscribed and how many people are like currently reading the subreddit. Basically, how many people have visited the subreddit in the last couple of minutes. And on the City Skyline one, it calls the people drunk engineers, which is, I don't know, very entertaining to me. Oh no! The fact that we turned off the Large Hadron Collider may have tanked land values everywhere. Let's get some more beautification plans. Here, we'll actually bulldoze some of this stuff. Put that down. The things we do to make the game more interesting. Turn off the, like, completely overpowered wonders. Alright, let's hope we don't have a giant collapse in our city from people leaving because of land value drops. What is the land value over here? How's it looking? It's actually pretty goddamn good. I know what you're complaining about. I mean, these are unique, right? Or can I put down more of them? Building already exists. Yeah, only put down one. They're already all put down. Here. Put a little park down there. See if that helps. Makes them happy. CT Zen! Thanks for the sub! CT. Guy's so nice, they named him twice. Okay, some of these complaints are going away. And again, some of this just takes a little while to update, right? Like, you know, you reactivate some services, it takes a while to flow once more. I think they've tweaked these legends. These colors are better than they used to be. I'm pretty convinced. Yeah, see the some of them might be going away. We're pretty good over here. Look, like, how are you complaining about land value? Look at this place. It's in the brightest of brightest greens. I don't know what else I can do for you. Oh no, too few services. Oh! I thought that was land value. They look like money symbols. Oh, alright. Again, if we look here, you've got health, you've got garbage, you've got fire and police. So are you really complaining about the lack of schools? But, like, why do offices want access to schools? I'm gonna let it be. If they want to, like, leave and come back, we'll make do. Buildings upgrade over here. Overall, population is still on the rise. Money is still coming in really, really well. Yeah, alright, too few services, so it's not land value. I swear that money, it looks like a money symbol. I don't know what you're complaining about. You shouldn't need access to schools. You have access to everything else. Public transport as a service. Thank you. You're right, derp. I didn't expect them to want that, especially since they never had it. But you're probably exactly right in that they're complaining that they don't have public transport. So let's get a nice bus route that covers all these screwballs. That is exactly right. Doesn't have the same coverage map. It'd be really nice if it was more specific, if you get a list of everything that it was covered by. So if we drop some of those, it'll be interesting to see if that goes away. I'm currently paused. I guess I'll go on speed 1. As you guys have noticed, I like to play this game in a sort of turn-based fashion. Speed 3 and then pause. Speed 3, pause. Oh. Oh, that's a dead end. I see. Like that. Maybe one might want to make sure they're covered by the metro lines as well. There we are. I don't know, it can be. It's a weird combination of it's either really tedious or really satisfying to put down these transport lines. It's kind of a zen thing. It's probably not the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but when you finish plopping it down and you get your little burst of happy faces. Oh, that's on a dead end, so yeah, okay, we'll go there. You know, that feels pretty good. And yeah, we could increase our metro coverage as well, which doesn't sound like a bad idea. Hello, Aiden. Thanks for the sub. Alright, well, I don't know if the happy faces reached all the way over there. Now, even with the lack of services, these guys should pop back in. They just might not level up all the way. Let's get rid of those abandoned buildings. I don't think I got the buses running out here. No, I did. Okay, good. And yeah, now they're not complaining about services. Okay! That is really helpful. So I keep talking about how we're not really having traffic problems that could be necessarily alleviated by buses, and that's certainly true. But as it turns out, those happy faces really matter to keep people satisfied. Right by the expo center or stadium or whatever the hell that is. Good stuff. Let's get another set of lines over here. Is this a one-way? I guess these are all one-ways going the wrong way to put that there, but I guess that's going to be just as satisfying. We're going to, I don't know, set some sort of bus that goes along the avenue here. Try to connect these things. And come around that way. Then that way. Then over here. Then over there. Something like that. Okay. Clearly these abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings will eventually tear themselves down and be replaced. But if you manually bulldoze them, it does help because while they're there, they lower land value. Oh, look at all this! So, looks like a bit of a complaint about services. I guess I didn't need to bulldoze that one. So let's go ahead. You know, there's a new patch out today. So I think, as far as I can tell, I think the 1.05 patch was down. I haven't actually read the patch notes. I'm actually going to load up Reddit right now and see what they have to say, or what the patch notes say, because it might actually be quite relevant to what we're trying to do here. Like maybe there's increased demand for public transit, or something of that nature. Down here, what was this zoned as? Yeah, offices. So, let me see if I can see that. Because I think it's the case. Update 1.05 patch log. I actually don't know what the 04 patch logs are. So the patch changes for 1.0.5 was fixed mods downloaded from workshop not registering, fixed color correction downloaded from workshop not downloading. So it looks like mostly a mod fix, water treatment plant clipping fixed, black intersection between gravel road and elevated road fixed. Deluxe Edition owners now shown a deluxe patch in the main menu. Chirper API updated. Cool! That's for modding. Too many trains on the tracks fixed. Various localization bugs. Okay, so nothing that seems particularly significant. Whoa! It's possible. It's possible the game just went live. Yeah, how long did I notice as well? I'm trying to read patch notes here instead of something else, but it looks like everyone is unlocked. Looks like it might have come out an hour early, you guys. Let's get rid of that timer. Boom, 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 boom. Go download the game. Try to make a prettier city than mine. And when you do, make sure to tweet me some screenshots. Also, if you come up with really cool intersections that work in real life, people have been... Hello, Joam, thanks for the subscription. People have been tweeting me all sorts of real-life interchanges and intersections over the last week, which has been really fun. And yes, I've seen the Swindon Magic interchange about 20 times every day. Or not interchange, the Magic Roundabout. Oops, that was a mistake. I have seen it at this point. Don't worry about it. But if... and some of them may not be doable in the game, right? Like some of these interchanges, but some of them might be, or you might find an interchange that people don't make in real life that works really well in the game. So definitely send me screenshots. If they're cool, I will definitely retweet them. Let's make sure that, yeah, these guys don't actually, no, they do have bus service. They might have just not had employment, which seems to be the case. This place, or this person is complaining about too few services. Now, they have a bus stop probably within range, maybe not. Suppose I could drop a metro a little bit further to the south. Yeah, restart Steam if you don't have it. That can be really important. Furry Arwin and Machiavelli Whip, thank you very much for the subscription. And I feel like I might have missed one in there too. I'm going to apologize ahead of time if I have. 420 from Anonymous. Game is out. Downloading legalized weed in Canada. Garbage. Yes. Healthcare. Fire. Ooh. Fire risk is high. You probably need a fire station a little bit closer. So let's get you a little localized fire station. Just in there.